It's the home of the 76ers here in Philadelphia as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Wells Fargo Center. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thanks very much. Well, Quinn Snyder is the coach here in Utah, and he said, as a coaching staff, we show the players we have confidence in them. And then we're unbelievably demanding. But it has to be mixed with patience. And that, over time, pays off. Kevin?
Teaching and motivating. He's done a nice job, D.A. Thanks. Smitty, great defensive matchup here tonight. Two teams that do a great job of communicating on the floor.
And it's so important now, Kevin. You said it best, communicating. Now teams switch so much. I mean, 1 through 5, they're switching. And if you have that one weak link who doesn't speak and don't communicate, and if miss that assignment, it could be a layup or a wide open three. You got to value each possession now.
Got to be able to talk out there, right, and alert your teammates what's going on.
Kevin, we have a lot of talkers, and then we have a lot of guys that don't say much.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. We've got Green. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Conley. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. And it's Utah's ball. There's Green with the 3. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Smith outside. Shot clock at 6. Goes up the baseline. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Now here's Simmons. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
It's Richardson on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Outside, Simmons. This one for 3.
Small stature, no matter. Conley competes at the defensive end on the floor. And the lid comes off the basket after 4 straight misses. They finally get one.
Now here's Conley. And so just over a minute and a half played. He kicks it to Mitchell. Over in the corner, Green. Good on the 3-point shot.
Good job by Mitchell, trusting his teammates. And in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Simmons passes to Smith. Now Embiid. Here's Simmons. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Utah. And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury. Boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall. But he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
That free throw, no good.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Second free throw, no good. Steve, the golden era of basketball for the Jazz were in the late 90s with Stockton and Malone. What was it like playing against those teams?
Well, they were unguardable in the pick and roll. Fantastic in the fast break situation. Karl Malone, one of the best runners at the 4 position. And then you had John Stockton. If you made a mistake, he would make you pay with the pass. And they had toughness. Probably would have won a title if Jordan wasn't around.
Now here's Simmons. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Count that bucket.
And Simmons is really putting work in on that jumper, looking better and better every game.
Conley finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell. Good on the 13-footer.
In so many defenses nowadays, really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Here's Embiid. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Embiid, the pass to Smith. Over Mitchell. Again, Philadelphia. Here's Conley. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. The pass to Gobert. He dishes it to Mitchell. Got a piece of it. Lets it go from 11. Off the left rim and out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Outside, Simmons. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
Yeah, how about the concentration by the 6'10" Simmons? Ridiculously good at completing these chances, despite the D's best effort.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one. Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for Mike Conley.
Find the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. Takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
Now, here's Green. On the wing, Mitchell. Covered by Smith.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Misses off the right iron. And Steve, you talk about Snyder's intensity, perhaps has one of the sternest faces on the sideline.
That intensity has translated to his defense. He's rebuilt the team on that end. The Jazz players have followed his lead. They play with toughness.
Horford, the baseline jumper goes down. Now here's Mudiay. Outside, Green. Pass to Gobert. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Ed Davis is checked in for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. Gobert against Embiid. 6 to shoot. Here's Mudiay. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And the 76ers with some changes. Monroe's checked in for Joel Embiid. James Ennis comes in for Al Horford. And it's Korkmaz in for Smith. And Utah also making a switch. Udo's checked in for Gobert. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Simmons. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
The incredible focus of Simmons. Nothing gets to this guy, even when he's getting bodied by the defense.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. More and more teams are emphasizing the transition game, Steve. What do you think it takes to be successful at that?
Well, I think it comes down in a transition game if you have players, not just the point guard or the guy assigned to handle the basketball the most. And you have a lot of unselfish players. And what I mean by that is not a lot of guys can pass. You'd love to have that, Kevin. But also guys that will run and understand they won't get the bucket. But because they run and take a defender, that they allow a driving lane for their teammate to be able to score.
Mudiay kicks to Udo. Nice ball movement by Utah. Davis with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ingles can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 7. Harris with it. Now defended by Moutier. And the basket by Harris.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Moutier finds Davis. Now Ingles. 1:44 left in the first quarter. Here's Moutier from out on the wing. He knocks it down. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Simmons, defended by Moutier. Outside for Simmons. Back to Harris. Three-pointer. They grabbed their own miss. Monroe's shot is good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Passes it to Ingles. Mitchell outside. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. That's tipped. To the paint. Here's Simmons. It's good. The assist that time for Ennis. And now it's an 11-point 76ers lead. Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Moutier kicks to Davis. Here's Mitchell. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
It's hard to stop Donovan Mitchell from getting to his spot. The guy has everything on the offensive end.
The pass to Harris. From 12 feet out. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Harris has got his second bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Mitchell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
First free throw is good. And Mitchell drops them both. Korkmaz kicks to Simmons. Over Moutier. No good on that last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers on top. They lead by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. James Ennis played in Australia, Puerto Rico, the G League. He talked about his NBA journey and his goals.
Just to be a rotation player. I know I got better. I know I worked hard to get here, to stay here, and just be able to knock down the shot and the 3. I want to shoot the ball 40% and above.
And with the importance of the 3 ball nowadays, Greg, a great goal for Ennis.
He possesses length and athleticism on the wing, and if he can reliably knock down the triple, he's a consistent rotation player in this league.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Udo out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Moutier, and it's Conley, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other. Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Here's Ingles. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Making plays, ball in hand. Joe Ingles with the shot clock in mind and great awareness.
Well, it might have taken Joe Ingles a few years to adjust to the NBA, but he's right at home now. He was playing overseas until he made the NBA jump at age 27. The way he's playing now, it was worth the wait.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Monroe. And it's Richardson in for Simmons. Utah also making some changes. Gobert comes in for Utah. And it's Green in for Joe Ingles. Now here's Conley. Kicks to Green. Over Johnson. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Green's got it back down to within single digits for Utah. And for Ingles, he's a player that gives you a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's played in a number of leagues and has picked up quite a few tricks along the way. Great passer, can act as that point forward if you need him to, but his shooting from the outside has made him into the strong player that he is. A career 40% shooter from 3. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
He's checked in for the 76ers. Smith comes in for Korkmaz. On defense, Philadelphia. Conley with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Cephalosha against Harris. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Horford high post. He's against Green. Richardson, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jazz trail by 12. Now Moutier, and stolen by Horford. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Richardson kicks to Horford. Pass to Harris. Releases. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. 9 points for Tobias Harris.
We know Harris is good off the dribble, now becoming equally adept at the catch and shoot.
And it's Conley penetrating. Pass to Cephalosha. Gobert finds Moutier. Clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And Embiid with the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Makes it off the glass. Embiid's got 6.
Second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
That's how they've got to this point in the game. Lots of activity, fantastic focus.
Now here's Conley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Gobert. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
See, this is where the better conditioning comes in. Rudy Gobert able to stay active.
Richardson kicks to Horford. Back to Richardson. Embiid inside. Defended by Gobert.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
And Green gets it to go.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
Now here's Richardson. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley against Richardson. Pass to Moutier. Tries a 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smith outside. He kicks to Richardson. Harris outside. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
And the 76ers making a change here.